Yeah. This just in, you were looking at
we have a breaking
obviously
news
very
story to tell you
disturbing
about.
live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed.
As we come on now, we have serious news of a major, very tragic alert for you right now. Incredible plane crashed into the World Trade Center.
On September 11, 2001, 4 American commercial airliners were hijacked in a coordinated suicide terrorist attack. 2 of them crashed in the World Trade Center building. 1 of them crashed in the Pentagon, and the other failed to reach its objective. This event, which is up to today the deadliest terrorist attack, marked the beginning of an era, the War on Terror. The President of the United States of America, George W. Bush, officially declared on a speech on September 16th that there would be a war on terrorism. One of the main controversies of the 9/11 attacks was the inability of the US government to prevent a planned attack on their own homeland.
What's going on? Right, oh my God, another plane has just hit another building.
The Patriot Act was privately issued by Bush in October 26, 2001, and its objective was to deter and punish terrorist acts in the United States and around the world. A proposed solution to deter terrorist intelligence was surveillance. Although the details and dates are unclear, the President implemented a secret program through the NSA, National Security Agency, which enabled the United States to secretly track billions of phone calls made by millions of US citizens over a period of decades. NSA intercepted communications between individuals on American soil and individuals abroad, without judicial approval. The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act of 1978, or the FISA, is a United States federal law that establishes procedures for the physical and electronic surveillance and the collection of foreign intelligence information between foreign powers and agents of foreign powers, suspected of espionage or terrorism. However, this act did not allow the American government to spy on their own citizens. Today, the NSA has roughly 32,000 employees and a budget of approximately 10.8 billion, but it is and has always been extremely confidential. The government conducted massive operations of telephone tapping, which is the monitoring of telephone and internet-based conversations by a third party, aided by a pen register or dialed number recorder, which is an electronic device that records all numbers called from a particular telephone line. The US government also had access to the undersea cables across the Atlantic, which gave them the advantage of being able to spy terrorist groups around the world. However, the most controversial issue was the government's operation on their own homeland. While many details about the program remain secret, officials familiar with it say the NSA eavesdropped without warrants on up to 500 people in the United States at the same time. In December 2005, the New York Times published an article exposing the fact that, for almost 5 years, a program approved by President Bush allowed the government to eavesdrop on millions of domestic calls without judicial approval. Some argued that the program violated the principles of the Fourth Amendment and was therefore unconstitutional. The White House asked the newspaper not to publish this article, arguing that it would give critical information to terrorist organizations and ruin their advantage over them. The operation was suspended after the publication. Bush made his defense for the program, explaining that phone calls intercepted always included at least a foreign agent and were justified. Several officials said that the eavesdropping program had helped uncover a plot by Iman Faris, an Ohio trucker who pleaded guilty in 2003 to supporting Al-Qaeda by planning to bring down the Brooklyn Bridge with blowtorches. In 2006, USA Today exposed the program with an even more critical view. It was made known that domestic calls had been made and that there had been accidental interceptions of communication too. Military and FBI officials stated their discontent with the monitoring of peaceful anti-war protests. This issue brings us many questions. How moral is it for a government to spy on their own citizens? And how far can it go to prevent acts of terrorism on their own country?